For months, astronomers had been watching a silent traveler glide through our solar system, an interstellar visitor unlike anything we had ever seen. Known as 3I Atlas, it came from beyond the boundaries of the Milky Way, crossing the cold and endless gulf of interstellar space. But just as the world prepared to say goodbye to this enigmatic object, something unprecedented happened. As 3I Atlas moved toward its closest approach to the Sun, telescopes around the world recorded an anomaly so strange that even the most skeptical scientists were left speechless. Its light changed, its structure shifted, and then it did something no natural object had ever been seen doing. Tonight, we'll explore what the James Webb Space Telescope, Hubble, and ground-based observatories witnessed, and why Avi Loeb himself, one of Harvard's most renowned astrophysicists, says this anomaly may mark the most serious discovery in modern astronomy. Everything began when Spain's 2-meter twin telescope captured 159 exposures of 3I Atlas as it approached solar conjunction, the moment when it would pass behind the Sun from Earth's perspective. What those images revealed was nothing short of impossible, a thin jet of material shooting directly toward the Sun. Every comet we have ever studied releases dust and gas that the solar wind pushes away from the star, forming a tail that always points outward. But this one was reversed, a countertail, as if the object were resisting the Sun's influence rather than succumbing to it. The discovery was quickly confirmed by both the Hubble Space Telescope and Hawaii's Keck Observatory, which detected a diffuse glow extending toward the Sun, not away from it. For a comet, that behavior is physically absurd, the equivalent of seeing smoke flow against the wind. The anomaly didn't just defy expectations, it defied the laws of solar physics. Some researchers speculated that the material might be resistant to radiation pressure, possibly composed of unknown elements or alloys that react differently to solar photons. Others suggested something even more radical. That the tail wasn't natural at all but an emission or exhaust from a controlled mechanism within the object itself. As more data poured in, astronomers realized this was no ordinary comet-like body. The mass and gravity readings of 3I Atlas didn't match. According to its trajectory, the object should have weighed far more than its observed motion suggested. In simple terms, it was moving as if it were lighter than it appeared. Even more baffling, it rotated unusually slowly, completing one full spin every 16 hours, a rate that would normally cause structural instability in a typical rock or ice body. Yet 3I Atlas remained perfectly intact. Theories began to collapse one by one. Some experts proposed it might be hollow, an idea supported by subtle fluctuations in its reflected brightness. If true, this would mean we were observing not a solid rock but a shell, possibly metallic, drifting through space. Its nickel and iron content measured through spectral analysis was significantly higher than that of any comet or asteroid in our solar system. Combined with traces of cyanide compounds, rare even in interstellar dust, this composition suggested something far beyond natural formation. As these results emerged, debate erupted across the scientific community. Could 3I Atlas be artificial, or was it an entirely new category of interstellar object built by physics we have not yet discovered? To make sense of the growing chaos, Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb and his research team introduced something unprecedented. The OEP scale, or Object of Extraterrestrial Probability, inspired by the Torino scale used to assess asteroid threats. This ranking system classifies interstellar visitors from level 0 to level 10 based on the number and severity of unexplained anomalies. Level 0 corresponds to fully natural objects like 2I/Borisov, while Level 10 represents confirmed extraterrestrial technology with global implications. Loeb placed 3I Atlas at Level 4, describing it as an object with multiple persistent anomalies and no satisfactory natural explanation after extensive analysis. According to his model, this placed the visitor in the zone of potential technosignatures, implying roughly a 40% chance that its origin might not be natural. That number sent shockwaves through the scientific community and social media alike. While most astronomers dismissed it as speculation, Loeb's past predictions about Oumuamua suddenly gained renewed credibility. If 3I Atlas truly behaved as the data suggested, we might be looking at the second confirmed interstellar visitor, and possibly the first built, not born. Just as interest reached its peak, 3I Atlas vanished. Not destroyed, hidden. As it moved into solar conjunction, the object aligned perfectly with the Sun from Earth's viewpoint, rendering it invisible to telescopes for several weeks. It was as if the universe had drawn a curtain over the most mysterious performance in modern astronomy. During this period, observatories went silent, waiting for it to reappear. NASA's funding delays and the European Space Agency's data embargo left the public with nothing but speculation. Meanwhile, simulations revealed that once it emerged from behind the Sun, 3I Atlas would head straight toward Jupiter's orbital path, an eerie coincidence that left astronomers both excited and uneasy. The projected trajectory wouldn't cause an impact, but it would bring the object alarmingly close to several probes, including ESA's JUICE mission and NASA's Europa Clipper, both of which might pass through its iron tail. If that happened, we could finally gather direct samples of its mysterious material or detect something far stranger. Some scientists believed the countertail jet might reactivate, producing electromagnetic signatures we had never seen. Others feared the opposite, that once behind the Sun, 3I Atlas might change course entirely. If it did, it would not just rewrite physics, it would redefine our understanding of intelligence beyond Earth. After nearly 6 weeks of silence, the world held its breath as 3I Atlas emerged from behind the Sun. Dozens of telescopes across Earth, the Moon, and orbit locked onto the coordinates predicted months before. But what they saw was what anyone expected. Instead of fading like most comets after perihelion, 3I Atlas was brighter, much brighter. Its albedo had increased by nearly 400%. Its apparent magnitude rose beyond all models, reflecting far more sunlight than its surface area should allow. Infrared readings revealed its temperature hadn't increased, it had stabilized, as though something inside were regulating its heat in perfectly balanced cycles. Then came the strangest part. The reversed solar jet had vanished. In its place was a thin, pulsating beam of faint ultraviolet radiation extending sideways into deep space, steady and rhythmic like a cosmic heartbeat. The pulses repeated every 247 seconds exactly, too precise to be random. Within days, data scientists at the European Southern Observatory and MIT noticed a remarkable pattern. After frequency compression, the ultraviolet pulses mapped perfectly onto prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, on and on. The chances of a naturally occurring prime sequence emerging from random radiation were essentially zero. The revelation divided the global scientific community. NASA urged caution, calling it rotational modulation. Loeb disagreed, stating publicly that this was no longer an astronomical event, it was a message. Smaller observatories across Japan, Chile, and South Africa confirmed the data independently. Whatever 3I Atlas was, it wasn't acting like debris or even a passive body. It was behaving like a system, a machine executing a coded protocol in response to solar interaction. To investigate further, the James Webb Space Telescope was reoriented toward 3I Atlas, its instruments calibrated for hyperspectral imaging. What it revealed sent shockwaves through every scientific institution. Beneath the object's reflective surface was a geometric internal structure, a lattice of repeating hexagonal plates aligned with its rotation axis. Each plate matched the others in dimension and reflectivity with mathematical precision. Webb's analysis suggested the structure was composed of a highly conductive nickel-titanium alloy with atomic purity higher than anything found in nature. This was not a rock, it was engineered.